21 KTRS. Our sportscast at 7:45 yesterday, which is where we first started talking about this Vine video and this goo that was appeared on John Lester's glove, now has almost 125,000 views on YouTube.
Astonishing.
And the comments,
they're not kind to us.
let's put it this way. These comments, the one I can write or read on the air says that one says that it's proven that it's rosin. I hope these two jokers, and I'm changing this, apologize at the beginning of the show.
Oh God, that's not happening.
Let me put
Good luck with that.
It's 6:22, and not only am I not apologizing, I'm calling fraud, and it is outrageous. It's a system. I might be done with sports altogether. And baseball, it's rosin, which I'm no expert, but isn't rosin a powdery substance?
Last time I checked, yes.
Right? Isn't it a white powdery substance?
Yes.
Okay. That's one. Isn't rosin already on the mound in some type of sock?
Yes, it is.
Okay. When was the last time rosin was a liquidy substance that you can stick to your glove?
I don't recall when they made that.
And I don't understand. They're saying that the rosin mixed with this guy's sweat all of a sudden makes a paste?
Yeah, that's sort of the feeling that I got from his comments, yes.
Yeah. I sweat a lot, so it's rosin, so don't worry about it.
More than likely, a lot of people are saying that a lot of major leaguers now will use sunscreen to help hold on to the baseball.
Is that legal?
Yeah, is that allowed?
It's
because I understand the rule book says no foreign substance.
And you got the explanation yesterday from the Cardinals. The Cardinals distanced themselves like this, like nothing. They just totally stepped back and did the predictable move, and probably the move they should have.
Okay, but the Cardinals, and I guess we're learning that you're not allowed to call out another team for cheating. That's just not acceptable. So
that's kind of the unwritten rule.
Okay,
yes.
so the Cardinals are not going to call foul.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, that's fine.
Right.
So the Cardinals do whatever it is they do.
And it's looked upon that pine tar and this sunscreen are actually, quote-unquote, acceptable to help grip the ball, which is okay. But if that's the case, why say it's rosin if it is something else indeed? Because it didn't look like rosin. So why the line about afterwards?
But there is
I don't get it.
There is no rule in the rule book that says you can use rosin to get a better grip on the ball.
Well, that's put on the mound. I mean, that's kind of listen, and I agree. On a cold night, you want these guys to be able to grip the baseball. I'm certainly not opposed to that, but I mean, and rosin's out there on the mound. But if it's out there on the mound, then why are you discreetly going to it in your glove?
Well, I was going to ask you, can you typically, if you see a pitcher using rosin, you see him putting it on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hand, right?
Yeah, you'll put on his forearm, that way go to it or something like that. And
he puts it all over.
That's not cheating. And you know what? I listened to a lot of people yesterday. A lot of pitchers were saying, hey, most of these guys are doing something like that to hold on to the baseball. Then you got some guys, i.e. like Harold Reynolds was like, man, he's like, I guess this is generational because this was not have flown when I was playing. He's like, and he deferred to a couple of guys in the national pregame, and A.J. Przinsky and Jimmy Rollins, who are current players, and they were, cool with it. But Harold Reynolds, you could tell, was not very comfortable with what was going on. And there was more than one guy with that opinion, too. It's like, something's going on here based on Lester's explanation.
You're exactly right. You are exactly right. Because AJ says, look, the truth is 99% of the pitchers do it, and the other 1%, I talked them into doing it.
Right.
So, okay, so it's okay to cheat with whatever type of foreign substance in your glove, but it's not okay to inject your body with some type of foreign substance.
Well, I mean certainly that's an argument. I'm just more flummoxed as to why, if it is indeed one of those other substances, you're hearing all these different names, a bullfrog for sunscreen, and then maybe even Firm Grip was another product that's being thrown out there. If it is one of those things and it is okay, then why are you saying it's rosin? I mean, we're not stupid. I mean, don't insult our intelligence.
Well,
do not tell us it's rosin. If you're using something else, just say it. I was going back and forth with somebody else in the media about that. I'm like, why is he not just saying what it is?
So Game 5, John Lester's going to pitch here in St. Louis, and his glove is going to be covered in rosin, and there's just no big deal.
He's like, obviously, he's like, I sweat a lot, blah, blah, blah. And then he was talking about how, I would never cheat the game, and I'm going to do the exact same thing in Game 5.
Yeah.
So it'll be, and the Cardinals, I highly doubt they're going to call him out on it.
It's
but
outrageous.
I would think that John Lester will be a little bit more discreet. Maybe not.
Well, he was trying to be discreet.
He was trying to be discreet.
Yeah. It would be interesting if the tables were turned and if one of our pitchers.
That's exactly right.
And if the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
Saw them doing that.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It would be a national investigation. There's no two ways about it. The Cardinals can't do anything because the minute they say something, it's sour grapes, which I think is the most absurd thing in the world. So let me get this straight. You're cheating on your wife, and your wife finds you in bed with somebody. You're like, what? What are you upset about? Sour grapes. Sour grapes. Sour grapes. Sour grapes. It's just sour grapes. Stop complaining, honey. It's just sour grapes.
All men can use that excuse now.
Right? I mean,
great.
You're
Thank
cheating.
you, John Lester.
You're cheating. You're just sour grapes. What? I mean, next time you're caught cheating on a test in high school, are those crib notes? Nah, sour grapes. It's just sour grapes. Or how about this one? You're in bed with a woman and your wife comes in. You're like, what? Well, honey, don't worry about it. She's just the neighbor. You know the neighbor. Don't worry about it. It's the neighbor. I mean, that's what this is. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just rosin. Oh, really? Because that's not what I know the properties of rosin to be. Unless, of course, he's playing a violin and he has a rosin, those rosin things?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, they don't put that on the mound for everybody. Why don't they just put a big, giant hunk of rosin on the mound for somebody?
If it was rosin, it had to be something else mixed with it. I mean, that's just – I
so
don't see how you cannot say that.
If so many pitchers allegedly do this, why don't they just let pitchers use
And
whatever?
that is another beautiful argument that a lot of national people – hey, if you're allowing everyone to do it, then just take the rule out of the rule book and let's just do it.
Right.
Because then it creates this controversy.
It's cheating, no question about it. And Boston, I'm talking to you. You cheated in the Super Bowl. You're cheating in the World Series. Bring it on. 628, Big 550, KTRS.
Hi, everybody.